This broadcast is sponsored by
BetterHelp. I've been in therapy since my 20s, and it's made a huge difference in my life. There were so many nights where I struggled mentally and emotionally, growing up being bullied, losing relationships. My life is still not perfect, but therapy has really helped me get to a better place. And that's why I believe everyone deserves access to it. We've all faced hardships. We've all had those days where it feels impossible to keep going. And that's where BetterHelp comes in. BetterHelp is the world's largest therapy service, making professional help accessible and convenient. All you have to do is fill out a questionnaire, and they'll match you with a licensed therapist who fits every one of your needs. From there, you can talk to them however you feel comfortable, through video call, through phone, or even chat. So I encourage you all to take that first step by going to betterhelp.com/justalex. Take care of yourself mentally, and everything else will fall into place. So don't wait. Go to betterhelp.com/justalex and start your journey today.
I think I might be more confused than I was on Monday. I have no idea what WWE is doing when it comes to the build to WrestleMania 42. But we're here, so let's talk about it right here in Alex's World. Hello all, and welcome to Alex's World, a safe space for wrestling fans like you. I'm your host, Alex, just Alex. You guys are going to have to help me out tonight, because I don't know what's going on, man. What are we doing? Listen, I'm all about curveballs, right? I like things when they're unpredictable. I like it when they don't follow the straight and narrow. I'm not saying predictability is always bad. Sometimes when you give fans what they expect is what they want. There is such a thing, though, as confusing people to the point that you lose investment. And right now, after watching SmackDown tonight, I am more confused about the build to WrestleMania than I was on Monday. I came up here on Monday after Monday Night Raw, and I talked about the WWE product being dry. The product's not having any kind of spark to it. Feeling bland. This air of sameness. Nothing new happening, right? Which is terrible for WrestleMania season. It's terrible, period. It should never feel that way. But it's more forgiving when it's post-WrestleMania, right? Filler episodes happen when you're trying to build that bridge or take some time off to prepare for the next season, right? There shouldn't be any filler right now. We're in WrestleMania season mode. Chamber is next Saturday, literally next week. And quite honestly, the build to that has been meh. Nothing terrible, but I'm not jumping over Hellfire and Brimstone to watch that show. Maybe next week we'll change that. But I'm not even thinking about Chamber. My mind is on WrestleMania season. Going into this show, a lot of things that I was expecting, not only did I not get, but what I was given just left me even more confused. Because, look, I'm at that age now where I am completely fine with not getting everything that I want. Whatever. I am not going to get everything that I want, and that's just being an adult. But at the very least, can you give me something that's worth a damn? If you're not going to give me this, then give me something else that's at least just as good, if not better. Right? And what SmackDown, what WWE is giving us, I have no idea what they're trying to do here. So, hear me out. Let's start out with Kiana James. The big shocker of the night was Kiana James winning the triple threat qualifier match for Chamber. A match that had Nia Jax, and Charlotte Flair. So when Bianca Belair announced that she was getting surgery on her finger Monday, I think all of us just assumed, all right, well, Jade Cargill versus Charlotte Flair. Which is the match to do? If we're not going to get Bianca versus Jade, okay, Charlotte versus Jade is the next biggest thing. Well, Charlotte lost tonight. She didn't win the match. So then, first off, congratulations to Kiana James. I posted a tweet. I made a post that got people upset. So you don't want WWE to build stars? That wasn't a referendum. That wasn't me knocking Kiana James. I was just more surprised and shocked that of all matches for Charlotte not to win, this is the match. So not only are we not getting Charlotte at Chamber, we're not getting her at WrestleMania? Well, maybe they are doing her at WrestleMania, but just not in the Women's Championship match. Like, Jade versus Charlotte sells itself. But all right, Kiana James wins. We'll talk more about that when we get to it. That left me confused. For the record, no, we're not going to get Kiana James versus Jade Cargill at WrestleMania. You don't like them building new stars? I want them to build new stars, but Kiana's not beating Jade. So now it's like, okay, well, who was going to fight Jade? Who's going to fight Jade? I don't know. And then on top of that, what was the most offensive segment? It didn't start off offensive. Sami Zayn lost his match last week after trying to help Cody with Drew, right? That was a story plot that I was hoping they would follow up on. They did. So Cody goes backstage, he meets Sami, and Sami stands up for himself. Finally, stands up to Cody, calls him out for last week. Hey, motherfucker, I helped you. And you took advantage of that opportunity to get the pinfall. Cody's like, well, I'm trying to go to WrestleMania. But Sami has every right to be upset about that. Because he tried to do the right thing and it cost him. I would be pissed off too. Looked at Cody, called him the golden boy. Said, you got to finish your story, but I'm stuck. How is that fair? And then Cody told him, you could be anybody in that locker room. If anyone's not getting a shot at WrestleMania, it's all your fault. Don't be blaming me. Don't be blaming anybody else but you. And I was like, ooh, this is good. This dynamic rises up. Because he's right. Cody is the golden boy. Sami is that person that always gets the short end of the stick. This dynamic works. And right when it was just about to get good, because you had Trick Willie go in there and go, man, Sami always falling on his face. Just can't get the job done. Just can't grab the brass ring. All they had to do was just cut right there. And I'm like, ooh, this is good. This is good. Sami runs up to Cody and apologizes. What? What? Oh my goodness. I cannot believe they did that. They had Sami, after calling Cody out to his face, getting actual support from the crowd. The crowd was getting behind him too. Gave him all the sympathy in the world. Threw it all away by apologizing. The crowd booed the fuck out of him. They booed him and said, Sami sucks. There were Sami sucks chants happening. Who wrote this? Who wrote? That was so bad. They are doing this man a disservice. I would not have done that. Look, if the plan is to have Sami Zayn win, I don't know, either win Royal Rumble next year, then win the championship at next year's WrestleMania in Saudi Arabia. Maybe they're going to have him into the WrestleMania match this year. I don't know. If the plan is to make Sami a WWE champion, this segment did the complete opposite of helping him get there. This was awful for his character. The crowd booed the piss out of him. This underdog act is not working. It's not working. Whatever they're trying to do with them, it's just not working. The crowd's not into it, man. It's one of those things where they probably thought it would get a certain reaction. I don't know what. But on paper, it might have come across one way. It didn't come across that way on TV at all. Even with me, I was like, why would you apologize? You were right. Cody took advantage of a situation where, quite honestly, you were taken advantage of. Drew entered the match. He cost you. He cost Jacob Fatu. Jacob was pissed, and he stayed pissed. Did Jacob apologize? Nah, fuck that shit. It was so bad. It was so bad. It made Sammy look like, I'm going to say it, an undercarder. Not even a mid-carder, an undercarder. What do you mean you're sorry? You got screwed. You were taken advantage of. I don't know why he apologized. That was so bad. They're doing him a disservice. The way they're booking him on SmackDown, it's bad, bro. I have no idea what they're doing with Sammy. He needs a character shift. They need to change his character up. Don't turn him heel. Do not turn him heel. Please. But they gotta do something different. This isn't working. He needs to get a killer instinct and fast. Why are you apologizing? You can't be a champion and apologize, Sammy. Sorry. See, I'm apologizing, but not really. This isn't going to work for him. This Sami Zayn, hell no. Keep him far away from the WWE Championship. This is not a WWE champion. This is a weak-minded man. So I'm going to need to see some character development. Hopefully this is going somewhere. Maybe they're going to do something where he finds that killer instinct and then they do something with that. But what in the hell are they doing with Sammy? That's bad. And then on top of that, that main event. So Aleister Black took on Randy Orton in the main event, right? And you're thinking, okay, this is setting up a feud between Aleister Black and Randy Orton. Let's see how they set that up, right? Because Randy Orton's not going to win Chamber. But then Drew McIntyre goes out, and he attacks Randy Orton with the belt. Cody runs out to run off Drew, and then Aleister Black pins him. He hits the black mass, pins the 1, 2, 3. What? So now, you only do stuff like that if the plan is to have Randy Orton win Chamber, right? Because you want to see him get his comeuppance, right? So then, how is that going to work when only one person can win Chamber? See, this is what the hell I mean. So, Chamber is supposed to set up a championship match. The winner of that match fights Drew McIntyre at WrestleMania because CM Punk, the World Heavyweight Champion, is fighting the Royal Rumble winner, Randy Orton, Roman Reigns. See, now I'm getting the names mixed up. Jesus Christ. Roman Reigns, who won the Royal Rumble, is fighting CM Punk. So Chamber can only go after the WWE Championship. So Drew McIntyre is now in a position where the winner of the Chamber isn't going to get a one-on-one match, which makes the Chamber match feel less important, right? Because let's just say we are going to get a multi-man match. Drew, Cody, Jacob for sure, and then fatal four-way, Randy Orton. Or maybe a six-pack challenge. Randy Orton, Aleister Black, Sami Zayn. Something like that. I don't know. But okay, the moment you add Randy Orton, that makes the Chamber match irrelevant. Because the Chamber match is supposed to eliminate Randy from the main event. But if Randy loses at Chamber, but then gets added in anyways, what was the point of Chamber? At the same time, if you add in Jacob, who's not in Chamber, what was the point of Chamber? I am confused. I am more confused than invested. Because a lot of these stories are not making any sense. They're not. It makes no sense. I don't know what Triple H is doing, what anybody is doing in WWE. But at some point in time, I'm going to need them to start making this shit make sense, because it's just not. Yeah, I don't know what to say. I'm seeing people say the WrestleMania build is not great, which is horrible for WWE because their ticket sales are not great. Ticket sales are terrible right now. For WrestleMania, at least. Chamber, I think they're almost sold out. Almost. I have to check. But WrestleMania is not that far off, guys. Literally under 2 months away. And they're not even close to selling this out. Now, as we get closer to WrestleMania, I do expect them to get those ticket sales up. But it does kind of scare me. Once again, if the build-up for WrestleMania is this bad, what the hell is the rest of the year going to look like? This is supposed to be the point in time when WWE is at its best. I'm not feeling it right now. I'm not feeling it. And it has me worried for the rest of 2026. I love this comment from Tom the man. When people are more confused than hype for WrestleMania, you have a problem. Yes, you said it best. We got a massive problem. Wrestling's just not hitting right now, y'all. Across the board, AEW, WWE. AEW's getting better. I thought Dynamite this past week gave me some hope that things will start to pick up. Not going to get my hopes up, though, because it's Tony Khan. But WWE, this is depressing. It's depressing, bro. Like, what are we doing? The product is not great. And I don't even know what to say because they have the roster. They have the talent. I don't blame the talent at all. It's the booking. I'm trying to figure out what the direction of this is. Hey, maybe y'all can talk to me. Maybe I'm just on this island by myself. Maybe I'm overreacting. I'm at that age now where even I'm starting to question, is this wrestling thing for me anymore? I love you all. I'm just kidding. But for real, I'm really starting to question, like, am I even into this anymore because of how bad this is? It's not my love for wrestling. It's the fact that this shit ain't great. It's just not good. It should be. But anyways, thank y'all for being here for this live stream. Apparently, I'm the only one live for SmackDown tonight. All the other content creators who usually go live, well, that's not true. There's a couple of people who are live right now, but there's a lot of the big names who aren't live. So it's just me. It's just me, Oos. Day one. So we're going to go ahead and get into the review of SmackDown. Let's see what y'all have to say about it. Because quite honestly, right now, I ain't feeling it. Thank you all for joining me for this lovely live stream. You could be anywhere else here in the YouTube space. You chose me, and I'm grateful for it. So if this is the first time you're watching me, do me a solid favor. Like the video, subscribe, and click that bell to catch all my content when it comes out. Wow, your edit help expand the brand by doing the following things. Join the membership. Click that join button and get the opportunity to request a video of your choosing, whether it's a live reaction, a hot topic, or a review, past, present, or future. Also, don't forget to give thanks. Hit that super thanks if you would like to donate after the fact. You can also let me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter at just Alyx Central. Give me a follow on Instagram. Give me a follow on Spotify. Give me a follow on Cameo. Give me a follow on Threads. Follow us on Discord. Follow me on Blue Sky, where the skies are clearer. And give me a follow on TikTok, for I am the tickest of the talkers. Donate using PayPal, Patreon, Cash App, Venmo. And yes, Super Chats are officially on. You can donate at any point in time during the broadcast to get your thoughts played live on the air. Email me at justalexsworld@gmail.com for business inquiries. Just to say hi. Get yourself a t-shirt today at Person Tees and Teespring. Are you a Just Alyx guy? Then join the club. Get you an I'm a Just Alyx guy t-shirt. Hot out the press. Also, get you an old school Deluxe Man t-shirt. Get you a new school Alyx as well t-shirt. And many more t-shirt designs coming your way. So stay tuned, join the cause, expand the brand today right here in Alyx's world. Thank you all so much for joining me for this lovely live stream. Show your love to the Mod Squad. Ultra. Shine Nice and Firestar Heart. Elias. Ademi. New Japan Pro Wrestling Girl. Khalil does everything. Highway. Dylan Danger. Teflon Don. The Mod Father. Zeno. Enigma. Big MGM. And of course, Mrs. Firestar Heart. Angel. Holland. Back. They all help keep this a safe space for wrestling fans like you and like us. Please be sure you like the video. The more you like the video, the more opportunities I will be given to be recommended here on YouTube. So help boost that algorithm by hitting that like button. I went full Kofi Kingston man on that one. Yes, the International Super Chat Championship is indeed on the line tonight. If you want to win the international title, all you gotta do is donate the most money. Currently, there are no donations, and I don't see the champ here in the live chat. So, let's just gonna say a random name here. King AJ, since he wants to be the king so badly. If King AJ drops $5, and then nobody donates for the rest of the night, King AJ can finally say he was the king of something, because he would have been the winner and he would become the international champ until he has to defend it the next week. So we'll have to see. But yeah, all you gotta do is donate the most money and you'll become the champ. We'll see. We'll have to see what ends up happening with our good friend 98% of the time, who is right 98% of the time. All right, who's here? I'm just going to do some shout outs here. Thank y'all for being here, by the way. And I apologize for coming up here late. It's just been one of those things, you know what I mean? Right at the top, we got Darcy Chatham, YouTube member Darcy Chatham. What's up? What's up? What's up, my man? Apparently, he's a fan of Martin. Good to have you here, sir. Tyrell Breed, he says, who gonna win? Last two are Fox Spot. What? Who gonna win last two? Oh, he's asking me who's gonna win the last two spots for Chamber. For the Raw, women's and men's. Last two spots? I guess Iyo Sky and Jey Uso? Maybe Bronson Reed? I'm not too sure anymore. Listen, I thought Charlotte was gonna win, so now I don't know. We'll have to see. Let's see here. Why is Drew interfering in matches once again? I have no idea. That was from Alfredo Leva. Thank you, sir. We got JJ. Who let the dogs out? Who? JJ Bulldog. I also see Sean Swaby. Baby! Sean Swaby says, something tells me that Drew McIntyre is going to interfere in the Chamber and screw over Cody again. Yeah, I don't know what the hell's getting ready to happen. Because I'm confused. Hey!
I'm back to win the international championship.
Ladies and gentlemen, Brandon Watson has stepped up to take the title. Well, if I don't see 98% of the time, then Brandon, you will be the new champ. Again, all it takes is to donate the most money. That's how it works sometimes. Where was I? I think I stopped at Sean Swaby, right? So under Sean Swaby, I think is Dreamcats. Dreamcats 2028, excuse me. And then I see Bryce Blackwell, 1334. Good to have you here. Nathan Cranshaw. I thought Chamber was tomorrow. Nope, it's next week, sir. That show is next week, the 28th of February. Young Money, Trey Lucado says, Kiana James got me impressed. She is impressive. She is very impressive. We'll talk about her in just a second. The crowd was dead. That was not a great crowd at all. Although they booed Sami Zayn, rightfully so. Sami deserved to be booed because that was terrible. We got main event Jody Uso. Let me hear you say 4 letters, 1 word. Yeah. Also known as Jody Bennett. Woo! What's good, Jody? I'm gonna go with the second one. I like the latter better. No offense. I know you changed your name to main event Jody Uso, but you're still Jody Bennett to me. Bobby Means. It better not be Rhea and Jade either. Well, if it's not Charlotte, well, who else is it gonna be? Who else is it gonna be? If it's not Charlotte, Sami's not an underdog anymore. You know what, Joseph Winters? I agree. He's not. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage former world champ, probably soon to be world champ at WrestleMania. You know him as the Chosen One, the Unwicked. When he's in the building, you the twos, and he's the one. I am number one. Ronwell Nigales, good to have you here, sir. Good to have you here. Let's see. Who else do I have? I'm gonna scroll down a little bit more. I don't want to miss anybody. DS Argent? The Sergeant? Is it D Sergeant 3? Or is it DS Argent? I think it's the Sergeant. I said his name earlier, but I'll say it again. Tom the man. Uh-oh. Okay, sir. Brendan Watson was serious. He said, no, you don't get it. I want this belt. It's mine. Well, Mr. Brendan Watson, I'm not going to hold you. If you take the belt, it's yours, my man. 98% of the time, he's going to have to fight for it. He's going to have to fight for it. Let's do a couple more. We got Chris Haley, 1589. He asks, what was the point of Charlotte and Jay's encounter teasing if you're not going to book Charlotte to win the qualifying match anyways? That was crazy. Like, you had them face off against each other, and you're like, well, there you go. That's the WrestleMania match. And then said, nah, sorry, psych. She's not in the match. It's not happening. What? I don't know what's happening, y'all. It's so bad. Robert Nogales. Alex, I wanted to see Sami Zayn win, but if he really wants to win, he wants to win it for his son. This Sami Zayn is not it for me. What the fuck are you doing, Triple H? You're not making Sami Zayn win for his son right now. It's definitely not happening. It's not happening, bud. They're gonna have to do something. We got Chris DX. He says, hey, I have to disagree with your point. That Chamber leading to a multi-man match would make it pointless. It's happened many times with Chamber. Rumble, where people get added to the match. Who didn't win? Well, I would rebut that. Well, rebut that. Debunk or rebut that by saying those times where they added multiple men actually diluted the Royal Rumble. And it dilutes the Chamber match. It does. If people just get added anyways, what's the point of going through all that shit when you could just get added? Right? Do I see Finn Balor winning the Chamber match against CM Punk? Because he's having a championship match against CM Punk. He could. Will he, though? It would throw a wrench in things. But then, wait. That would mean Finn Balor gets added to the main event. And the main event becomes Finn, Roman, and Punk. That would make things even more confusing. I don't know. Here's the thing. So if they have Finn win at Chamber, he would have to lose it the very next night. Or that very upcoming Monday Night Raw. Because he can't hold the belt going into WrestleMania, because the WrestleMania main event is CM Punk and Roman Reigns. It would suck if it turned into a triple threat, because then it's just like, well, I mean, you could make a triple threat match, but that doesn't sell for me. Punk and Roman sells. That's all it needs to be. Don't overcomplicate it. Don't WrestleMania 35 this. When the match at WrestleMania 35 should have been Becky Lynch and Ronda Rousey, they threw Charlotte in there and complicated it. Not saying the match didn't have a good build-up and the match couldn't have worked, but I feel like Becky versus Ronda would have been the better match to do. Honestly. So, all right. Thank y'all for being here. Currently, Brandon Watson is in the lead with $15. I have yet to see 98% of the time. If 98% of the time does not show up by the end of the stream, Brandon Watson will walk away the new international champ. So, we got plenty of time. If y'all know 98% of the time, who's right 98% of the time, y'all better call him and text him. Tell him to get his ass up here, otherwise we gonna have a new champ. All right, let's get to the SmackDown review. I'm not gonna spend too much time like going through segment by segment. Just gonna give you guys my thoughts. So they were in Fort Lauderdale. That's Florida, by the way. This crowd was not great. Not one of the better crowds. Florida, pick it up. Disappointed in you, Florida. In multiple ways than one. Not just because of this show, but they opened up the show with Cody coming out, doing his whole spiel. Woohoo! What are you going to talk about? And then Jacob Fatu instantly interrupts him, and he's pissed. And he's like, I want to dog walk your ass. And then Aldis comes out and says, look, I know you're pissed off about what happened. Come to the back. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Like Trick Willie said, let's talk about it. And then Drew shows up. Aldis says, you're not supposed to be here. You're supposed to be at home. And Drew's like, bitch, I'm the champ. I'll do what I want. And then Jacob's like, I'm going to dog walk him. Where my leash at? And then security comes, stops him from going after Drew. And Jacob gets carried out. And he leaves the arena. Cody calls him an asshole. You are an asshole. And yeah, that was the segment. They're continuing to build to Cody, Jacob, and Drew. Which feels like the main event of night one, which, okay. I'm not feeling it. I mean, it's better than Cody and Drew again. Thank God, please don't do that match again. It gets more confusing as time goes by, but we'll talk about that in a second. Tama Tonga took on Ilya Dragunov. They're still teasing Ilya versus, well, I don't even know anymore. I was thinking they were going to tease Ilya versus the U.S. champ himself. The U.S. champ being him, Carmelo Hayes. Now I'm starting to think that's not happening. They might be doing Trick Williams and our good friend Carmelo Hayes. Or Tama Tonga. I'm not too sure anymore. So Tama Tonga ends up beating Ilya Dragunov because he had help from the MFTs. And they're doing this storyline where they're trying to split Tama Tonga away from the group. They're building him up to be like the face. And then you had Nakamura meet him backstage and go, you're not winning in the honorable way. This is not the way to do it. This is not the way. So there's that storyline going. Okay. Not too sure what they're doing with MFTs and the Wyatt Six. I'm not into it. Guys, I'm sorry. I do not care about the MFTs and the Wyatt Six. This is so boring to me. It has no kind of heat whatsoever. I'm waiting. I am begging for them to end this. Like, seriously, they need to put an end to this. Because I'm over it now. I'm over it. Because they got to do something. For real, though. Like, give me some kind of scary, spooky, otherworldly, poltergeist, dark magic, something. Because right now, I would rather watch something else. than watch the MFTs and YX6. I almost said I would rather watch the Bella Twins. And then I caught myself and said, no, you don't. You don't want to watch the Bella Twins. This is better than the Bella Twins. But it's getting there. It's getting there. It's bad. And I feel bad saying it because I love Bray Wyatt. I love that it pays homage to Bray Wyatt. But damn it all, the booking's terrible. It's literally the worst thing on this show. And I mean it. MFTs versus the YX6 is literally the worst thing on this show. Speaking of badly booked segments, what are they doing with this box? So we saw a box appear on Monday Night Raw. And on it said 22826. So that's the date of the chamber. And then he said, send it to SmackDown. And so now it's on SmackDown. And then on top of the box is Johnny Gargano. What? Why is Johnny laying on top of the box? Did Vince McMahon take over the show? Did Vince come back? Did Vince McMahon come back? So Johnny is laying on top of the crate. And I'm like, what are we doing? By the way, tag team division, what tag team division? Tag teams are around the crate, just talking to each other like a bunch of geeks. Okay. Whatever. Jade Cargill comes out, she cuts a promo, calls herself that bitch. Whoever wins at Chamber or if Liv chooses her, she's gonna win at Mania. And then Charlotte comes out. And then Charlotte and Jay have a face-off, and you're thinking, okay, yep, that's WrestleMania. And that was kind of spicy. They were shoot heating each other. So Jay got in her face, and then Charlotte walked off, and then Jay got actually pissed off and started talking in her face. And you could see Charlotte like, okay, bitch, I'm in character right now. Don't make me hurt you. They don't like each other. I like it, though. I like they don't like each other. Sometimes you need that real heat. So, Charlotte ends up having a match. Charlotte Flair, Nia Jax, Kiana James, right? The match itself was fine. Kiana looked good. The other two, not so much. But I had basically thought Charlotte's going to win this match, is obvious. Until she didn't. Kiana rolls up Charlotte from her figure 8 and pins her 1, 2, 3. Kiana James pins Charlotte Flair, eliminates her from Chamber, and completely blows up my idea of what's happening at WrestleMania. And my reaction on Twitter was, what in the world? Kiana won? Who the fuck is Jay gonna fight at WrestleMania? Instantly, what? You don't like them pushing those stars? What? You don't want them to build new faces? And I was like, you bots on Twitter need to calm the fuck down. Calm down. This isn't me hating on Kiana James. I love that Kiana James is getting more spotlight. I was impressed with her at Rumble. I loved her work at Rumble. I like that she's getting TV time. I like that she's going to be at Chamber. Opportunities are great. Kiana is not winning. We're not doing Kiana James versus Jade Cargill at WrestleMania, right? They better not. That would be stupid. Great, she's in Chamber. She's not winning Chamber. Hell no, they're not doing her and Jade Cargill at fucking WrestleMania. That wouldn't make any sense. So now I look at the Chamber matches and I'm like, who is she gonna fight? Rhea? I guess. If there ain't nobody else. What, are you gonna do her and... I don't even remember who's in the match. But I saw Rhea in there. So Rhea, right? Rhea Ripley and Jade Cargill, I guess. Honestly, that's a bigger match than Charlotte and Jade, if I'm being honest with you. On paper, Charlotte and Jade is the bigger match, but the crowd would be more into Rhea and Jade. It makes no goddamn sense, but whatever. We got nobody else to work with. I think the plan was Bianca and Jade. Bianca, unfortunately, has to get surgery on her finger, so that's not happening. You want to know what else is not happening? Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn being taken seriously as the WWE champion. Let's talk about this segment. Let's talk about it. So, you had Sami Zayn get confronted by Cody. Cody comes up to Sammy. Cody goes, look, my bad, bro. I know what happened last week wasn't all that great, but I had to do what I had to do. It has to be done. I'm sorry. It has to be done. And then Cody's like, one day, you'll get your moment. And this set Sammy off. Sammy tells Cody to his face, you robbed me last week. You took advantage of me last week. I did the right thing by helping your ass. Drew was attacking you, and I helped you out, and you stabbed me in the back. He did. He won the match, which justified it in his mind. But yeah, Cody stabbed him in the back. He took advantage of an opportunity to win the match. And Sammy should be pissed off. Jacob was pissed off, so should Sammy. So Sammy, let me get to this point before I get angry. So Sammy tells Cody to his face, oh, it's okay for you to do that because you're the golden child. Bro, you already ended your goddamn story. You finished your story. I need to finish mine. I haven't finished my story in 10 years. It's been a long time coming. And you cost me. And then Cody said, bitch, you can beat literally anybody in that locker room right now. Don't get mad at me. Don't get mad at me for taking advantage of an opportunity. If anybody should be blamed for losing that match, it's you. And then he walks off. And I was like, ooh, that was good. And then Trick Williams comes in right on cue, like a sitcom. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Sammy, you a failure. Can't get the job done, Sammy. Now watch me go get the job done. Let's talk about it. And I said, this is great. Giving Sammy that sympathy, right? Now, if they had cut the segment off right there, round of applause. I would have been like, thank you, that's great. Loved it. Give me more. But I'm getting mad again. Sammy decides, hey, Cody, get back here. Walks up to Cody and says, I'm sorry, Massa. I'm so sorry, Massa Cody. You so right. Massa Cody, I was out of line. Thank you for gracing me with your presence. Thank you, Massa Cody, for being a friend. You got a friend in me. I hate it. What the fuck are they doing with Sammy? What the hell is this? This isn't WWE Championship worthy. This is undercard worthy. This man got screwed over. He got taken advantage of. He should be furious. He should be taking names and kicking ass. But unfortunately, he just took it like a little bitch. Oh, I'm sorry. You're right. And the crowd booed him, rightfully so. Everything Trick said was right. Everything Drew said was right. I'm sorry, Cody, I'm sorry. So bad. This was such a bad way of booking Sammy. I hated it. And the crowd booed him, rightfully so. They started chanting, Sammy sucks. This dead-ass crowd hated this so badly that they started chanting, Sammy sucks. I don't know what the hell they're doing with Sammy, bro. I don't know what they're doing. I hate it. I hate it so much. They gotta change this character up. This underdog character is not working. It's not working. It's terrible. I hate it. Moving on. You know who I don't hate? I don't hate the face of Friday Night Kicked Down. Kit Wilson came out there and he tried to weed Oba Femi a poem. He tried to read him a poem. And Oba was impressed with the literature. Me too. I thought it was cute. And then Oba said, you know what? That was so good. Read me another one. And Kit's like, bro, like, that's all I got. Like, and he's like, bitch, make one up. And then Kit read one from the past where he essentially called Oba Femi and people who are not feminists toxic. And I said, you just fucked up. Oba ends up literally squashing him. And I mean, like, physically, literally, figuratively, all of the stuff. He beat the shit out of him. It was a squash match. Pinned him 1, 2, 3. And then later on, Miz tried to say, hey, I want to mentor you, Oba. And Oba's like, great, we'll do it next week. So Miz is getting squashed next week. Great. I don't know what we're doing with Oba, quite honestly. It just seems like we're just having him go on both shows and just squash people. Cool. Again, waiting for that match against Brock Lesnar. Please let it happen. Waiting on it. Tiffany Stratton, dip it down, fought Alba Fire while Chelsea Green was on the outside in a wheelchair. Does anybody care? No? Nobody cares? No? Okay. Cool. Tiffy wins. I'm seeing people say, it'll be Tiffany versus Jade. Can we not? Can we not? Please? Can we not do that, please? The fuck? Jesus Christ. But anyways, the next match was the men's qualifier match. We got Carmelo Hayes, Damian Priest, and Trick Willie. Trick got a monster reaction. This crowd was dead for the most part. They lost their shit for Trick Williams. Whoop that Trick. Get him. Yeah, this match was fun. Easily best match of the night. Trick won. Trick ended up pinning Priest after a very terrible trick shot, but still, he pinned a 1, 2, 3, and he's going to Chamber. Once again, proving Sammy's point that he's a loser. Proving his point that he is better than Sammy and that he's going to be in the main event spot, a spot that Sammy can't have. Jesus Christ. They're treating Sammy like dog shit. This is so bad. I feel so bad for Sammy. Why would you apologize? Why would you apologize, Sammy? Why? Why'd you do it? God. Giulia ended up fighting Rhea Ripley, not Iyo Sky. Even though the match that was advertised was Iyo Sky. Is she hurt? Did she hurt herself? Weird. So the match happened and then it went to a DQ because Nia Jax, homegirl came out. Lash Legend came out and attacked her. And then Iyo Sky ran out there and saved the day. And I'm like, so she's okay. All right. Maybe they didn't want to do Giulia and Iyo and have it go to a non-finish like that. Whatever. I guess the only thing left to talk about was the main event, which is Randy Orton and Aleister Black. So, love these two guys. This match was okay. The crowd was dead for it, so it made it feel worse. Drew McIntyre interferes in the match afterwards. Not even afterwards, during the match. He interferes during the match and hits Cody Rhodes. No. See, I'm stumbling all over the place now. Let me try this again. Drew McIntyre interferes during the match and hits Randy Orton with the championship. That just shows you how confused I am. He hits Randy Orton with the championship. Cody Rhodes comes out to run off Drew. Aleister Black hits his black mass and pins Randy Orton 1, 2, 3. There you go. Aleister Black pins Randy Orton. Congratulations. Big win for him. But then the focus is on Drew costing Randy and Cody standing over Randy like, what are we doing? So when it was all over, I was left confused because I'm like, so Drew just cost Randy. You don't do that unless Randy's going to be involved in the world title picture, but Randy and Cody are both in Chamber. Only one of them can win, so that means one of them is not going to get a championship match. And if they get added, what's the point of having Chamber? Y'all, what is going on? What is happening right now, y'all? Yeah, this episode of SmackDown confused me. And not in a good way. I understand that throwing curveballs? What's curveballs? Throwing curveballs keeps you on your toes and, makes it unpredictable for what's about to happen. But this isn't the good kind of curveball I like. This feels like we have no idea what we're doing and we're just throwing shit at the wall to see what happens and what sticks. So, yeah. People are asking, why did Drew attack Orton? I don't fucking know. He sees him as a threat. I'm not even going to give you a storyline reason. They got to tell you. So there's that. We got Chamber next Saturday. Let's see what happens. Yeah, there you go. That's my review. I think it's time we crown ourselves a new Super Chat champ because I don't really see 98% of the time. Brendan Watson, or Brendan Watt, is now at, what is that, 30? Or is that 35? That's 35, right? Yes, $35 is the amount to beat. And I don't see 98% of the time coming in and beating that. So we're going to go ahead and crown ourselves a new champ. That's crazy. Oh.
Dude, at least he apologized to a face, but Tommy Dreamer apologized to a heels in Fortune 4.
So, I am curious to know what they do with Sammy after this. At least he apologized to a face. Sammy, that didn't make him look good. Tommy apologized to a heels in Fortune 4. Is that an ECW? Because I don't remember that. And Tommy wasn't booked as the best babyface either, quite honestly. So yeah, give me your thoughts, give me your scores, give me your grades about SmackDown. As I prepare for a new Super Chat cover, because it's not looking like 98% of the time it's going to be here. So Brendan, if you win the title, do you want to keep the championship defenses on SmackDown, or do you want to move it to Monday Night Raw? Because you have to defend it weekly. SmackDown, honestly... All right, Brendan, you made your point. He jumps to $45. He's like, yeah, you're not getting this belt, sir. You're not getting this belt. All right, 98% of the time I love you, but it looks like you couldn't make it. And even if you do show up, it's looking like Homeboy is basically saying, yeah, this belt's mine. Unless we get a sudden appearance from 98% of the time, yeah, I'm gonna just go ahead and book this right here. All right, so thank y'all so much for being here. I don't want to be this dude that's always hating on WWE. You know what I mean? I'm not clickbaity like that. I actually want to like these shows, but if they give me nothing to like, what do you expect me to do? You know what I mean? Like, I think y'all all understand where I'm coming from. Like, even y'all just kind of feel like, because I'm reading some of your comments, even y'all are just like, yeah, dude, this ain't it. I don't know what the hell they doing. If any of y'all can figure it out, please let me know, because I am confused. I am beyond confused. You know what I mean? By the way, Brendan, do you want Brendan Watt or Brendan Watson? I want to know what name you want me to put on here. Before I just throw a name on here, you're like, that's not how you say my name. Because right now on YouTube, it's coming across as Brendan Watt. Like, what? Brendan what? Which I'm pretty sure is not how you want your name to be said. Let's see here. What y'all in here talking about? $45. Ain't That's the biggest donation we've had in a while. Yeah, Brendan Watson. Okay. And then what show? You want to keep it on SmackDown if you win? Which is probably the better show of Raw and SmackDown anyways, quite honestly. He said he'll keep it on SmackDown. Bet. So the championship will remain on Friday Night SmackDown, although it will no longer be known as Friday Night Kickdown. Oh, wait a minute.
Face with symbols on mouth stares angrily.
Uh-oh. The champ has shown up. Wait a minute. You came in right on time, sir. So Brendan Watson currently is at $45. 98% of the time. Are you going to challenge it? Because I was about to say, yeah, that's going to do it. So the amount to beat is $45. Are we going to challenge it? We're keeping it on SmackDown regardless, so I'm good. So I'm going to wait to see what 98% of the time does. It's about to get interesting. 98% of the time's like, I know this son of a bitch did not just come in here to try to take my belt. I'm offended. Let's see here. All right, while we wait for 98% of the time to tell me what he wants to do, I'm going to read some of your scores. Sami Zayn's before apologizing, 7 or 8 out of 10. But after he apologized, 0 out of 10. Yikes. King AJ says 4 and 100. 4 out of 100? Jesus Christ. 6 out of 10 for Joseph Winters, 4 out of 10 for Chris Haley. Brendan Watson said, all right, if you're going to come for it, you better hurry up. Brendan Watson just jumped to $65, ladies and gentlemen. The amount to beat is now $65. Brendan's like, I want this title, bro. I want this title. $65 is the amount to beat. 98% of the time, what we doing, man? We gonna challenge it? Because he's ready. He's like, I want my belt. And I'm not giving it away. 7-Eleven says, Brandon, give you... Ah, there it is. There it is. We got a new champ.
You got me this time, Mr. Watson. I'll be back. Face with symbols on mouth.
There it is, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. Watson himself, Brendan Watson, is walking away with a TKO victory. $65. Jesus Christ almighty. I love it, ladies and gentlemen. Congratulations, Brendan Watson. He will be keeping it on Friday night. So next week, we'll see what we do. I think what I'll do for next Friday...
TNA AJ Flair Kaz Beer Money apologize the heel team.
They did? Oh, so Tommy Dreamer apologized to them on TNA. I don't remember that. I sure the hell don't remember that. That's nuts. All right, Mr. Brendan. Brendan Watson, ladies and gentlemen. I gotta get you a nickname, Brendan. Because this is a big deal. Like, you came out swinging like a champ, bro. You know, I gotta show you some respect. Not respect, but respect. You deserve it, bro. That's It's quite the win, Mr. Watson. I like that we're calling him Mr. Watson too. That's cool. Maybe that's your nickname. Can that be your nickname? Mr. Watson. Gotta get you a nickname, bud. You're the champ now. Can't just be just your average goddamn name. You know what I mean? Let me see here. And then here, let's do. Yeah, that works. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, congratulations. We're gonna go ahead and save. Probably gonna change the color of this background, but for right now, this is what we got. Brendan Watson, ladies and gentlemen. He is the champ. He will be defending it every single Friday night SmackDown. So, congrats to him. With a whopping, what is it, $65? Wow. He just likes his full name. So no nickname. All right. Brendan Watson it is. I might end up giving you a full name soon. So, Ron Red Nagale says, the next time you see me for the world title, if I can't be on my laptop, it will be on my new phone, as I'm retiring my current phone for a new phone. If you're listening, warm it up so that I can come for the world title at Mania. All right. Ronwell said, don't worry. That title is mine. I like it. Someone called you the Watsonator. The Watsonator? What? I mean, if he wants to be called the Watsonator, sure. Yeah, well, 98% of the time, this was his 2% where he couldn't get it right. Hey, you're not right all the time. 98% of the time is one thing, but it is what it is. Okay, so Chris DX. Hey, Alex, I understand you might think that adding people who didn't win devalues the match, but I think the times WWE did it helped the match. Like when Bryan was added to Edge versus Roman. Yeah, but Bryan beat Roman. He made Roman tap out, right? Jacob didn't beat anybody. Well, okay, you can make the argument that Jacob had that match won, maybe. We'll see. We'll see what they do. We'll see what they're going to do. Everyone's praising Brendan Watson for winning the championship. Yeah, they're actually praising him for being one of the biggest donors we've gotten in a long time. I think he's probably donated more money than anybody this month so far. We still got Elimination Chamber next weekend, so we'll see. We'll see who comes after that one. Drew Usher will be defending his belt that night. Let's see if he comes up strong with it. Aaron Teagle's like, we'll tell him, don't get too comfortable, because I want that title myself. Aaron Teagle says he wants Brendan Watson's title. He wants to donate $20. Well, you're going to have to donate more than $20 when it comes to Brendan Watson. Sean Swaby, we're going back 26 years ago, WrestleMania 20. The Rock won the Rumble, but somehow Mick Foley, The Big Show were added to the match to make it a fair four-way. I guess that's what we're doing. Rodwood Nagales, you don't know me. Look at what happened when I donated the bomb at Clash at Paris. Ronwell, are you calling $500 for WrestleMania? Please, I would love that. I would love that. Firestar Heart says, YouTube just recommended me your Rumble 2013 review. God damn! Rumble 2013? Who won that match? Rumble 2013 was... That was the night that The Rock beat CM Punk, right? Who won the Rumble? Was that Cena? That was Cena, right? Cena won that Rumble? I don't even remember. I think Cena won that Rumble, and then Rock won the WWE Championship. And then they did twice in a lifetime. Which was so fucking stupid. That was so stupid. It was Cena. Okay, thank you. I was like, I don't even remember who won that. All right, so, yeah, guys, we're going to cut it off here. I do appreciate you for making me a part of your day. So next week, here's what's happening. Here's what's going to happen. Monday Night Raw, AEW on Wednesday. Friday will be both a SmackDown review and a preview for Chamber. So we will be live on Friday next week. And then Saturday will be Elimination Chamber. And then hopefully, for the love of God, the build up to WrestleMania can finally begin. Because I don't know what the fuck this was. Because this has not been feeling like the build up to WrestleMania for me. Maybe they can actually start caring and giving a shit and trying something after Chamber. So, thank you all for being here. Thank you for supporting the channel. Once again, leave a like, leave a comment. As always, do all the YouTube things, like the video, subscribe, and click that bell to catch all my content when it comes out. Follow me on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and donate using PayPal, Cash App, and Venmo. And other ways that you see down there. Love you all. And I'll catch you guys next time. Right here in Alyx's world. The place that always was and forever will be a safe space for wrestling fans like you. I'm out. Peace.
When you're